But yeah, that's really cool that you have Sailor Moon there. I never read the manga. I only ever watched the anime growing up. I know they came out with like a re-release, like Sailor Moon Crystal recently, right? That's like it's like a retelling, like a remastered version of it.
It's literally a new series that is more closely follows the manga.
Ah, okay. It's like a reboot in a way, right?
Yeah, basically. Plus, it looks a lot prettier. Because if you see now the animations from the 80s and 90s, they don't hold up as well. Like,
yeah. It's more nostalgic than anything. Like I appreciate the times, but you know, times have changed.
Yeah. Speaking of nostalgic, here we have 2000 Atmospheres, a map that is very nostalgic for some. Maybe in the future, because right now it's still in the LatAm map pool. Please. Spawning in this map in the bottom right hand corner, the purple star player, the Costa Rican star player, Infernales Esports, EON.
And spawning in the top left hand corner. Oh my god. The top left hand corner of 2000 Atmospheres LE, we have the Peruvian Protoss player representing Team TGCF. It is XionS.
I don't know what TGCF is.
I have no idea either, but that is Dragon Ball.
It's trading, great.
Game paused.
Nope.
Trading great cards forever. Yes, that's what it means.
It's possible. I don't know either. Maybe people in the chat know. Yeah, we are getting
trading game cards forever. Okay.
Ah, there you go.
So yeah, who knew XionS also played Yu-Gi-Oh as well?
Maybe. Oh god. But yeah, just asking for a bit of a pause. Hopefully everything's okay for XionS.
Speaking of trading cards, mate, tomorrow in my stream, the stream is gonna resume, mate. The streams in my channel are gonna resume tomorrow. And Saturday is gonna be Magic the Gathering day. So everyone tune in. Yeah. Tune in at sometime in the afternoon. Like, follow my Twitter.
Yes, the comeback is real. For those wondering, Darking does stream Magic the Gathering drafts on his own channel. So if you're interested in Magic the Gathering, then you can find some solace there. Some trading card games. I think you haven't done Arena yet, right? Or you don't intend to. You're happy with Magic Online?
I don't intend to, mate. I don't intend to. I played Arena at the beginning when it came out, and I played quite a bit of Arena. And I'm like, there's no trading. This is like Hearthstone. This sucks. And I stopped doing it.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting thing that's like, I guess, happened with the evolution of like online like TCGs, is that you can't trade anymore. Like there are like systems to like get cards, I guess, like resource systems that they all do in different ways, but
it's not as good as trading.
Yeah, you can't trade.
It's not as good as trading. That's the big thing. That's the big thing. Did you know they did something really stupid, in my opinion, a couple of weeks ago? They released a set in real life, paper. But that set did not release in Arena. Instead, what they did is that they bring some cards from the set to Arena, but not the exact same cards. Like, they took the name and the art, but they did something mechanically different.
Oh,
and I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Weird.
And some of those cards are really stupid. Like there's a cycle of cards that are like creatures on one side, and then they have an ability that you can discard a card, and depending of the color of the card that you discarded, they transform into one of 5 different versions. And I'm like, why though?
Maybe we can talk about that a little bit later, because many things are about to pop off. I don't know if you noticed, and the reason why I was freaking out at the start of the intros earlier is because EON did go for a 13-12 opener. I believe it was a 13-12. He went for gas first, and I was very curious as to what this was for. And we can see now that it is for very fast roaches. EON going all in here. XionS did go for a probe scout. He didn't see the roach warren, but he did see the early pool.
Yes. So there we go. XionS immediately walling off the shield battery is on the way. The overlord is ready to see everything for EON. And now the question is EON gonna go through with this?
I mean, so far it looks like he is. He's making Ravagers back at home. He's making Lings behind this. What's interesting is that he did research Ling speed. So he intends to use the Ravagers and Roaches only to break the wall, and then Lings are ideally going to flood on in behind them.
Yes, let's see if he can do it. Let's see if he can do it. Oh no, this I forgot the name of the unit.
Adept.
These Adepts. Man, remember when I had the name of the units in mind? Like, I can barely tell that a Marine is called a Marine.
Oh god. You know, it's been a while since we've seen Darking. He's gotten older. You know, he's the dementia's sinking in a little bit more. Aye. But here we go. The Ravagers do rock up, and they are going to be able to bile down. Ooh, they do hit the gateway, not the pilot. The force field locks one in.
One of the Ravagers got caught in the middle.
Aye. And now the wall is solid. The pylon is still up. We have 3 shield batteries behind this.
Yeah, this is a lot. I don't think EON's gonna break this. And remember, people, this is game number 2. EON is already down 1 game. So this is, if this is not gonna work, it's not gonna work, and that's gonna be G-Mate. Now, luckily 2 of the gateways got what is it called? No more power for them. So no more units are gonna come to help EON here.
Yeah, exactly. It's only probes right now. Like this pylon, it just finishes up, but it's gonna go down as well. 1 Stalker comes out just in time.
Wow.
But is that 1 Stalker gonna be enough?
It's not gonna be enough. This is too much. I cannot believe, mate. Is this gonna work? Wow. GG. EON ties up the series 1-1.
GG, well played. Xion's made a bit of a crucial mistake there. He had plenty of shield batteries. He had 2 pylons on the low ground, even a 3rd, I think. But only one of them was within range of those gateways. He didn't have anything else powering them. So that's all that EON had to kill.
I would say that was a pretty lucky game for EON. Because for 1 minute it was not about to work, mate. Like too many shield batteries. The force field was really good and killed 1 Ravager instantly, and suddenly your opponent cannot reinforce more, and you're like, oh, did I win? Yes, you did.
Yeah, like EON turning water into wine there. That was very well played. At the same time, though, we have to be a little bit critical of Xion's, right? For his pylon placement, for not being able to have a 2nd pylon to power everything. Also, if he wanted to, he had the option. He had energy on those shield batteries. He could have targeted manually that pylon with his shield batteries to try and regenerate and maybe keep it alive a little bit longer. Would it have been enough because of the biles? I don't know. Oh, God. But yeah. EON finding a way to win that game.
Yeah, nice one by EON, and now we are gonna go to game number 3. Light. It's gonna be Berlingrad LE. What do you think? Like, this may be the last time that you see this map.
I hope so.
Be honest with me. Are you gonna miss any of the maps?
I like viewer wise, I'm gonna miss Blackburn.
I don't know, mate. Blackburn, I think, is the map that has been in the map pool the longest, right?
Yeah. It's got a special place in my heart. You know, it's gonna go base. It's fun. It's quirky.
What is wrong with you, mate? What kind of heart do you have?
It's an empty void, mate. I have to fill it with something. I'm not fond of Hardwire. Maybe Pride, because we didn't get to see enough of it. Maybe. Yeah, you know, Pride.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Anyhow, welcome everyone. Game number 3 in Berlingrad LE, a map that I'm gonna miss just because it is very pretty. I like the aesthetics of it.
Okay.
And spawning, not because of that. I'm a cat person. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map, the Costa Rican third player who managed to bring it back and tie the series, it is EON.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Berlingrad LE, we have the Peruvian Protoss player himself representing Team TGCF. It is XionS. Eon, going for a hatch first?
Yes, I question the wisdom of it, but then again, I am not the grandmaster here in this. Oh my god! I just realized, mate. Of all the people here, both players and casters, I'm the one with the lowest MMR.
Yeah, that's always been the case. What are you on about?
Like,
yeah.
like. By the way, like, while we have a couple of minutes, everyone go and read my Twitter. I made an announcement.
Oh. Okay. Maybe we can have a look at that later. We'll see. Oh god. But yeah, I'm always curious as to what Eon is gonna do, because I'm sure you know this as well. Eon is a very aggressive player. Like, we saw it last game, we saw it the entire day today. He's probably the most cheesy out of all the Zergs in Latin America. Do you think there's a Zerg player cheesier than Eon?
No, I think you are correct. I mean, like, no, I think you are correct. I think Eon is the cheesiest player in the region at the moment. Because I was thinking like Jim Rising down, but Jim Rising is more a 2 base or link guy than a cheese.
Yeah.
Like, that's a timing, not a cheese.
Yeah, I would also specify Zerg, because if we want to include other races, obviously Turkey Dano is like a league in his own his own right, you know, like obviously.
Obviously, of course. Like, yeah. Like, okay, Eon is the cheesiest. Who's number 2? Who's number 2? Who's number 2? Is it Eric? I don't know. Is it Universe? Is it Universe? You know, wherever he is, because he's been missing for like 2 years now.
Yeah. You know, I think.
Is it special when he off-race? I don't know.
We'll have to ponder on that a little bit. When it comes to the game itself, though, pretty interesting opener here. One, XionS is playing overly safe. I don't blame him. He does throw down a safety shield batteries here at the wall. What's weird, though, is that he went for a Stargate, but even before the Stargate finishes, he immediately threw down a Twilight Council.
Man, is he gonna do a hero as well? But even faster?
Well, that's the thing, though, right? Like, because this Twilight Council is so fast, I don't think it's gonna be for Blink. Is it? Oh, there we go.
Charge with a Void Ray to back it up.
Exactly, mate. I was looking, I was like, there's not a lot of gases to really sustain Blink Stalkers. There's not a lot of gateways either. It wouldn't really make much sense. And we see why. It looks like he is intending to go for a much more charge lot heavy composition. I wonder if he does intend to even saturate this base.
Right. There's a second Void Ray on the way. What is happening? Did someone tell XionS that we are on the new patch?
Oh my god. XionS is doing his own thing. Here we go. We do see Eon check here with his own links. He's going to confirm that the third base is on the way. Confirm a couple of Zealots as well, which again is a little bit odd, a little bit sus. Usually we have Adepts to defend instead. So gas is being saved for something else.
Meanwhile, the Void Ray coming across the map already kills his Fist Overlord, his Fist Blood. And I don't know, I think maybe XionS was watching Pacomai's games or something, and he's like, that worked, but I can do it better. This is why we have charge.
Yeah,
you know, 4 extra gateways on the way, charge about to finish.
Yeah, and I'm really worried here for XionS, because XionS blindly, he went for a safety Roach Warren, which is fine. He's going for a Baneling Nest, +1 melee, and Hydra. So he's going Ling Bane Hydra here against XionS. And this is great against like Blink Stalker play, like heavy Blink Stalker styles. But against charge, if he doesn't have Banelings, this can get scary.
Yeah, luckily the Baneling Nest is on the way, but I don't think he's gonna build any Baneling any second now until he sees the Zealots. And once you see them, mate, you're like, what am I doing?
Yeah,
now what am I doing with my left? And there we go. The Zealots immediately go after the Queens.
Oh my god, they go after the Queens just like that. Every single link goes down. There aren't going to be any Banelings at all. The third base is completely exposed. But you know what? XionS doesn't care about the third. He wants to go for the kill. He wants to get the Queens.
Yes, and there we go. The second queen already goes down. The third one as well. Hydras are starting to come out. They might help a little bit, but they are too few, and the Zealots are too many.
Yeah, exactly.
Workers are starting to fall. 8 workers and more.
And then 0 anti-air. Every single queen just died. The Hydras died as well. Drones are falling left and right. Roaches got picked off by the Void Rays. And again, this was a very strong timing. And EON had no idea what was coming. He was assuming that it was going to be Blink. He was assuming that he could be this greedy and get into Hydras. Hydra speed about to finish up. But there's nothing for them to work with.
34 workers killed. This is the end, mate. Like, there is no way that EON is going to have the economy after this to survive whatever XionS wants to do next.
Yeah, exactly. A very fast charge timing here. A couple of Hydras coming out, but in the end, literally everything is falling. We're down to 4 drones, 3. GG.
GG. XionS takes the series 2-1.
Oh. In a very interesting game, a game that EON, he saturated 3 bases. He had a plan, but he couldn't really have it come to fruition. The very fast charge there from XionS.
Look, Pacoma in the chat is saying that Universe retired. He had hand surgery. That is correct. I remember he mentioned to me, but he never told me he was gonna retire. Like, he went to have hand surgery and never came back. Like, he didn't even log into the game anymore. I'm like, what happened, guys? Are you well? Are you alive?
Did the hand fall off?
Did the surgery went Ari or something?
It's like, I thought the hand surgery was to fix the hands, not break them. What's happening? What? GG.
XionS takes the series, mate. We are gonna have a PvP. Thank God.
It is going to be a PvP. My condolences to EON. I appreciate what he was going for, but again, he was playing in the dark. The Void Rays were stopping any kind of scouting, and he was praying that, again, it would be something a little bit more standard from XionS. But XionS, he's not a standard player. GG gets called. I also want to give a quick shout out to Sage Roldan. Sage Roldan in the chat. Thank you. Thank you so much for the raid. The party of 9. Gracias, papi. Gracias.